Welcome to High School Rewind's coverage of the 2015 Utah Elite 8 basketball tournament. I am Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us. Our second game and our second matchup, the Bingham Miners and the Olympus Titans. Welcome everybody, Dusty Lister. So glad to have so many along with us. Be sure to enjoy our coverage throughout the weekend, as we're going to bring you 4 games today. We'll bring you the winning bracket games tomorrow and the championship game on Saturday. But tonight we get a chance to watch some of the best players in the state. One for Bingham, Yoli Childs. Young man had been starting since he was a sophomore. He's committed to Brigham Young University. He's had a terrific start of the year, and we expect big things from him. Expect to see him play above the rim tonight as he did a year ago in this tournament. Looking at Olympus, this is a team coached by Matt Barnes, who always run the floor and shoot the three. Last year they graduate Jake Lindsay, did everything for them. Now the young man on the way, his way to Baylor, and has started his college career very, very well. He has a younger brother, Matt Lindsay, who is a star player for the Olympus Titans this year. Is a young player, only a junior. We expect big things from him. Also, Mr. Monson will step up and play well, as he is a senior as well. You know, our team's got a couple players to look out for, and when we get going, we'll get to more names and more guys to look out for. You are watching the 2015 Utah Elite 8 basketball tournament on highschoolrewind.com. Former Lone Peak star Bracken Funk on the PA. You get a chance to hear him all throughout the game. And we're underway in the second game of the Utah Elite 8 tournament, controlled by Olympus. Outside to Miles Keller. Near side, Nate Fox. Now here's Matt Lindsay. Up top, Wagstaff. Lindsay on the drive, past Avea, can't finish. And the ball saved in by Wagstaff. No, it wasn't. No, we're going to call out a bounce off of Bingham. Almost had gasket blown in the first 20 seconds of this game. Quick to the floor, Avea. That was Parker, give it up on the baseline. Yoli Childs with a two-hand flush. And the BYU commit gets the first points of the game. And it's 2-0 Bingham. Miles Keller from the corner off the mark. And a rebound grabbed by Avea. Avea ahead to Parker. Foul by Lindsay. And it'll be the first team foul on Olympus. Lob into Childs. Childs, 2 possessions and 2 dunks. And it's 4-0 Bingham. On the angle now to Lindsay. Up top to Fox. Fox off the bump of Youngblood. Left hand no, and a foul on Youngblood. And it'll be 2 free throws coming away of Nate Fox. Misses the second as well. Aveo with the board. Aveo on the push. Youngblood now to Parker for 3. Leighton Parker off the mark, and a rebound taken by Lindsay. Lindsay past Youngblood along the baseline, slapped out of bounds. And we'll stay here. Nice play by Shoemaker. Monson outside to Wagstaff. Hand back to Lindsay. Pulls straight away. Off the mark, rebound tipped out by Youngblood and taken by Shoemaker. Shoemaker out to Leighton Parker. Bingham had high hopes a year ago. It was a tough start of the year. Came on strong toward the end, made a nice little run in the playoffs. Jumper rattles out. Yoli Childs can't get the putback. Rebound taken by Monson. Monson ahead to Fox. Here's Keller. Keller sent out Wagstaff. Wagstaff. Ball picked off by Youngblood. Youngblood on the push. Monson trailing. And Youngblood will lay it up and in. Dason Youngblood gets on the board, and it's 6-0 Bingham. Monson working on Childs. Gets him off his feet and gets the foul. It'll be 2 free throws coming away of Isaac Monson. The foul will go on Childs, a team second on the Miners. Monson missed the first, gets his second. And it's now 6-1. Here's Avea. Lob it up to Childs, who can't quite get there. And Fox comes away with the board. Wagstaff up top to Fox. Drive the lane, send out. Keller thought about it. Wagstaff will pull off the mark, and a rebound taken. Quickly ahead. Parker off the glass. And it's 8-1, a quick start here for Bingham. Winner of this game will take on Skyview tomorrow. You have that right here on highschoolrewind.com. Monson for three off the mark, and rebound taken by Avea. Cold start for the Titans. Avea tried to thread the needle, and will stay here on the kick ball. Parker. Up top, Avea drop in. Yoli Childs has 4 points in the game, and Childs call for the travel. And they'll go the other way with Olympus. To watch BYU commit Yoli Childs, of course, the father of Matt Lindsay, Dennis Lindsay, the GM of the Utah Jazz, in the house as well. Missed a point-blank shot down the floor with Bingham. Parker sent out Yoli Childs for three. And Yoeli gets 2 dunks and a tray, and it's 11-1. Yoli was 7 of the 11 points for Bingham. Halfway through the first quarter, and a 10-point lead for the Miners. Wagstaff. Now Larson. Inside, making a series of moves is Bell. He sends back out to Larson. Now Miles Keller. Hogan. Keller drop it inside. And work on Childs. Shake and bake, left hand off the glass, crawls off. Avea with the board. Just wouldn't stay down for Ryan Bell. Avea drives the length of the floor, leaves that one short. Rebound. Tied up. And it'll be Olympus ball, or pardon me, Bingham ball on the alternating possession. 3:25 remaining in the opening quarter. Yoeli in the lane, leaves it underneath. The Parker lost the handle. Missed opportunity for Bingham. Can Olympus get their first field goal? Hand off to Larson. Near side Hogan. Hogan being hounded by Bingham defense down the lane. Larson lost the handle, gives it back to Bell. Bell's got to go up with that. Sends it back out to Dowdle. Dowdle's pass off the mark. Nice pressure defense by Brady Atkin. Simote Lokutui tried to drop that one to Leighton Parker, and it's picked off by Hogan. Down the floor now, Miles Keller. Up top of Larson. And now Hogan. Mentioned no field goals thus far for Olympus. Stop and pop, and there it is. Jeremy Dowdle. And it's 11-3. Quickly ahead, Atkin to the rack, left hand, no, rebound taken by Keller. Quickly ahead, Dowdle. Dowdle had Larson. Pull up three, and it's 5 points for Dowdle. 11-6. Atkin thought about it. Lokutui. Parker from way downtown. It's off the mark. Rebound, Yoli Childs. Yoli up with the right hand. And Yoli with 9 points in the quarter. 13-6 Bingham. 1.5 remaining in the quarter. Here's Miles Keller. Now Dowdle. He's got 5. Bell steps out for 3, blocked by Childs. Yoli on the push. Crossover, step back, and Yoeli. He showed a little bit of everything with Coach Lacombe on hand. 15-6. 1:05 remaining in the first. Keller drop it into Bell. Here's Hogan. Here's Dowdle. And got a foul on the floor. It'll be the third team foul on Bingham with 49 seconds remaining in the quarter. Miles Keller takes a seat as Isaac Monson comes back on for Coach Barnes. Fox also on the floor. Up top with Hogan. 45 seconds remaining in the quarter. Dowdle, who has the only field goals for Olympus, still on the floor, number 32 near side. Up top. Now Fox, he'll pull for three. Lefty misses it. Avea with the board, 25 seconds remaining. Avea on the push. Hands back to Parker. Layton drive the lane. Blocked by Monson. 15 seconds now on the left in the first quarter. Picked off by Avea on the errant pass. Nice hustle by Avea, 10 seconds. Avea down the lane at Monson. Can't get it to go. 5 seconds, Vea draws the foul. And that'll go against Adam Larson. It'll put Avea at the line to shoot two with 3 seconds remaining in the quarter. As Avea splits the pair. 3 seconds remaining. Hogan, count if it goes. Too strong. And that'll do it for the first quarter. At the end of one, it's Bingham 16, Olympus 6. Start of the second quarter, a 10-point lead for the Bingham Miners. Dowdle had a 3 and a long-range 2, the only field goals for the Titans. Fox sent out to Larson. Now to Hogan. Hogan looks inside to Monson. No Yoli Childs on the floor at the moment for Bingham. Had a big first quarter. A series of moves from Monson. Finds the back of the iron, the rebound. Taken by Bingham on the push now with Dallin Youngblood. Of course, Dallin's father, the head of Utah Prospects, AAU basketball. Mr. Youngblood and Taylor Evans do an outstanding job of that team. Avea drives as the ball knocked out of bounds and will stay here. Matt Lindsay back on the floor for the Olympus Titans. Quiet first quarter. Loco Tui, also a football player, loses the handle on the drive, and the ball picked up by Dowdle. Dowdle had Lindsay ahead and doesn't get it off. Here's Miles Keller now in the corner. Lindsay trying to get that ball inside to Monson, was off the mark, and we'll go back to Bingham. Longtime head coach at Olympus, does an outstanding job, as we mentioned in the open, year after year. Atkin at Monson, and Carlson losing the handle. Missed opportunity down the floor we go with Olympus. Dowdle goes coast to coast and finishes it. Doesn't matter how it looks, it just matters if it works. And Dowdle with 7 of the 8 Olympus points. 6.5 remaining in the second quarter. Youngblood. Now Avea pulls for 3. Carlson can't handle the rebound. Loco Tui comes away with it. And Youngblood will reset, 6:15 on the clock. Youngblood down the lane, can't get it to go. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. As Youngblood hit the front end, has one more. Back to a 10-point game. Up the floor, Lindsay. Goes right at Childs. And walked. Terminated, drug his foot. And we'll go back the other way with Bingham. Ahead to Yoeli. Childs working on the dribble. And gets a little teardrop to fall. And it's 20-8. Youngblood with the rip. Nice hustle by Fox. And now we got 10 seconds. The official didn't call it. Bingham had it all over him. We'll go the other way. Youngblood outside to Parker. Here's Yoli Childs. Send out to Shoemaker, and we got a foul. No, 3-second call. 3 seconds on Bingham. 5:37 remaining in the second quarter. Down the floor we go with Olympus. Dowdle. Oh, nice move. Can't get the jumper to fall. Quickly sent ahead to Parker. Parker working on Dowdle. Take the bump, get the bucket. And it'll be Leighton Parker with the +1 opportunity at the line. Parker hits the +1. And we got a 15-point lead for Bingham. Hogan now to Lindsay. Here's Keller. Monson. Monson gets around Carlson and gets the foul. It's a tough call on Carlson, but hipped him. And it'll be 2 free throws coming the way of Isaac Monson. Monson hits them both. Full court pressure still on from the Titans. Parker has that one stolen to get a kick ball. Thought his foot was down. Coach Barnes feeling like that was going to lead to something, and he always positive. He's hilarious to watch and listen to. Inbound Shoemaker up top to Parker. Parker works off the Child's screen up top. Carlson back in. Yoli. 4 players collapse, ball out of bounds off of Bingham. All the Olympus players thought it was off of Yoli Childs. Up the floor we go with Hogan. Miles Keller. Wagstaff. Now Keller. Hands off to Lindsey, ripped by Leighton Parker. Lindsey giving chase. Parker to the rack, can't finish. Follow up, good by Carlson. And it's a 15-point lead. Nice hustle by Carlson. Wagstaff for 3. And Yoli Childs comes away with the board. And that was out of bounds, hit the strap. 25-10, the lead for Bingham. Here's Avea. Ball to Shoemaker and a foul on Hogan. Skyview defeated Davis in the first game. The winner of this game will take on Skyview tomorrow at 8:15. Inside Yoli Childs. Nice look inside and finish to Skylar Shoemaker. Bingham looking sharp. Coach Schroeder's got to be pleased with what he's seen from his Miners. Coach Schroeder, his 3rd year, taking over for Coach Dubois. Look inside. Miles Keller can't finish. Avea now on the push. Shoemaker into Wagstaff, got him with a charge. Coach Schroeder came up from Dixie State. Has done a very, very good job with Bingham. Remember in his first year, took Lone Peak to the absolute brink, double overtime. Had a chance to knock off TJ Haas, Frank Jackson, and the Knights, who went on to beat PG in the championship last year. Not nearly as memorable of a run. Played well, lost to Layton. It was their 2nd loss to Layton on the year. Down the lane, blocked by Yoli Childs. Monson comes away with the loose ball. And now we've got a foul on the floor. Bingham on a double dribble, didn't get it. And it's Leighton Parker with a foul, and it's now 16 fouls on Bingham. Miles Keller triggers in to Monson. Hogan outside to Keller. Monson into Wagstaff. We got a foul on the pass. That'll go against Lokotui. And it'll be 1-on-1 free throws for Wagstaff. Wagstaff misses the front end. Rebound to Avea, quickly ahead. Leighton Parker. Down the base to the rack, and it crawls in. Nice take and finish. And it's a 19-point lead for the Miners. Covered both these teams now for about 11 seasons, call it 9, but not seen Olympus look this out of sync in a long time. Along the baseline, Hogan sent out to Isaac Monson, fouled by Yoli Childs. And it'll be 1-on-1 free throws for Isaac Monson. Monson hit the first and hits the second. Two minutes remaining in the first half. We'll give the floor now. Youngblood tracked down by Hogan. Youngblood picked off. Bad passers. Dowdle 3-on-1. Dowdle give it up. Larson lays it up and in Don't want to belabor the point. That is the first non-Dowdle field goal for Olympus in the first half. Carlson answers on the other end of the floor. And it's now 31-14 with a minute and a half remaining in the first half. Monson thought about it. Give it to Dowdle. Dowdle well too strong, and a rebound taken by Youngblood. And there's a foul on Larson. Youngblood walking up the floor. Here's Lokotui. Loses the handle, but will stay here, stay off Miles Keller. Will remain with Bingham. Parker into Avea, lob in Carlson. And now a foul on Isaac Monson. First free throw good. Second as well. 19-point lead. Miles Keller. Drop it inside. Here's Larson. Larson. Oh, nice wraparound. Left hand and in. Beautiful finish. Nice play by Adam Larson. Lokotui will drive, leave it for Carlson. And a ball ripped away, but here's Miles Keller. Hogan. Now Dowdle. Up top, Larson. Keller. Pull for three. Miles Keller from downtown. A little flurry here from Olympus. They shoot the three. They're not out of the game. And that's the first Titan triple of the ball game. 15 seconds remaining. Lokotui up top to Parker. 10 seconds. Pardon me, their second Titan triple. Parker drive, can't finish. Rebound taken by Monson. Count if it goes from Keller. And that'll do it for the first half. After 2 quarters, it's Bingham 33, Olympus 19. You are watching the... Start of the second half, and we'll start with the Bingham Miners. The 14-point lead. Youngblood lob inside to Childs. The second half begins the way the first half started. A two-handed flush from Yoli Childs, and it's 35-19. Lindsay working on Avea. Sent out Wagstaff, and we got a foul on the drive. That'll go against Skylar Shoemaker. Keller gets into Wagstaff. Here's Fox. Drop it into Lindsay. Lindsay send out Fox. Now Keller hit a triple right before the end of the half. And now Lindsay being guarded by Avea. He steps into a three, blocked by Avea. See the athleticism from Avea, and then a pick from Childs. 2 tough plays there from Matt Lindsay. Childs on the push. Give it up to Leighton Parker, who pulls for a long-range three. Looked like it was on line, off the mark. Avea tracks down the rebound, out of bounds, off of Bingham. 16-point lead. Here's Wagstaff. Try to go inside to Larson, swat out of bounds by Avea. Here's Fox. Isaac Monson put it on the floor, to the hole, and finishes. If something's going to change for Olympus, Monson and Lindsay, you're going to have to get going. Parker. Shoemaker. Youngblood cycles to Avea. Cross court, Parker. Youngblood, now Avea. Avea outside Yoli Childs. Yoli, fall away, Jay. And Yoli Childs. 7 of 9 from the floor. He's gotten much better from last year to this year. Last year in Utah Elite 8, he struggled. But he's played very, very strong here in the first game. Series of moves from Larson. Fox give it up to Monson. Here's Wagstaff. Keller along the baseline. 3 from Larson, leaves it short. And the rebound grabbed and on the push with Leighton Parker. Parker lob it up to Yoli Childs. Wagstaff spoiled that one. Back down the floor with Olympus. 5:35 remaining in the third quarter. Monson. Here's Keller. Will pull for three. Rims out. A rebound taken by Shoemaker. Ahead to Parker. Parker lays it up and in. 39-21. Fox has back to Monson. Imagine the offense just having a hard time getting started with Olympus. Monson on the drive. The foul on Yoli Childs. That'll be the second team foul on Olympus. I believe it's the second on Yoli Childs. Check that. That is his third foul. Keller in the corner to Wagstaff. Short rebound to Avea. Avea. Nice lead and bucket. That is Tanner Davis. And now a 20-point lead for Bingham. Looking sharp in this first game of the Utah Elite Eight. And a welcome sign. A Titan triple. And it's 41-24. Davis. Give up Avea. Avea. Now Shoemaker. Not a three-maker. We'll go the other way with Olympus. 4:26 remaining in the third quarter. Here's Keller. Hogan now in the corner to Monson. Monson driving on Childs, gets by him, lays it up and in. Now a 15-point game. Davis goes at Monson, and a foul on Isaac Monson. And Davis misses both free throws on the trip, but Shoemaker with the board and will reset for the Miners. Inside Yoli Childs. And Yoli fouled on the attempt. It'll be two free throws. Second team foul on Olympus. Splits them. 16-point lead. As Childs splits the trip to the stripe. 4 free throws, only 1 make on that possession for Bingham. Larson up top, Hogan. Dowdle. Back to Hogan, nice D from Bingham running him off the three-point line. Yoli Childs with his third block. Gets a block and then tries to correct Leighton Parker on the shift on defense. Keller. Gives it to Larson, and Hogan will set up the offense. Dowdle had 5 points in the quarter, or the second quarter, pardon me. Keller for 3, leaves it well short. On the push. Here's Parker. Transition 3. Shoemaker can't hold on to the rebound. And quickly down the floor now with Olympus. Hogan to Dowdle. Now Miles Keller. Keller now to Dowdle. Avea with him. A deep 3 from Dowdle. An unsuspected assassin. Dowdle now to the second 3, and that was way outside. Down the floor. Shoemaker to the cup and finishes. One step forward, 2 steps back. Dowdle on the baseline. Keller for 3. Timeout, Coach Barnes. Keller's second 3, and it's 44-29. Bingham with the lead, but in a timeout taken by Olympus. 2:15 remaining in the third quarter. Here's Youngblood. Outside Parker, lob into Yoli Childs. And again, his 4th dunk of the night. Yoli Childs. Last year he made our top 5. I think he had, on the weekend, it was like 5 or 6 dunks. He's got 4 here in the first game. 46-32. Here's Hogan. Outside to Monson. Monson driving on Childs, loses the handle. And the loose ball picked up by Youngblood. Youngblood, nice pass to Parker. Reverse it and score it and one. Parker hits the free throw, and it's a 17-point lead. So here's Hogan off the screen of Bell. Lindsay cycled through to Dowdle. Dowdle's got range. Dowdle on the drive. Lindsay still yet to get on the board. Now the other side, here's Hogan. Drop it into Bell. Bell working on Carlson. Bell tries to get through. Left hand off the glass, and it crawls in. 15. Trying to get ahead to Carlson. Picked up by Hogan. He couldn't hang on. 45 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Fall away, Jay rattles out. Frustrating for Tanner Davis. Dowdle. Oh my! Crossover, ball fake, and lays it in. And now we got a foul. And that'll go against Adam Larson. A deep three and a just terrific drive. Drop it into Carlson, slapped out. Ball off the mark. Hogan comes away with it on the push. Give it up to Lindsay. Find Dowdle. That on in the corner. Step back, give it to Keller. Work it around. 13 seconds. Dowdle. Travel. Yeah, I got caught up a little bit there. Got a little fancy. Turnover with 8 seconds remaining in the third. It was a 20-point game, now 13 with 8 seconds remaining in the third. Daler Youngblood. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Youngblood can't get it to go. Put back up and in by Skylar Shoemaker. And that's how the third quarter ends. Bingham 51, Olympus 36. 15-point lead for Bingham here in the fourth quarter. Olympus whittled it down to 13. Trailed by as many as 20. Bell up top to Lindsay. Now Dowdle. In the corner to Keller, drop it in to Bell. Bell working on Childs. Hooks around. Got caught. Back to the Miners we go. Down Youngblood. Youngblood to Shoemaker. Drop it in Yoli. Childs. No, called on the floor. Lob in. Childs, nice find to Avea. Can't finish. Avea gets his own board. And now jump ball, and the possession belongs to the Miners. Youngblood triggers in to Parker. Parker, we got a 3-second call on Yoli Childs. And we'll go the other way with Olympus. Up the floor now with Hogan. Hogan along the baseline, and he stepped out of bounds. Turnover, and we'll go the other way with Bingham. It'll be a lot of fun to see what's going to happen in that forward classification. And Bingham, we figured to be very, very good. I had a chance to talk to Coach Schroeder at the football semifinals, and he's really excited about the prospects of this year's team. And we got a foul on the drive against Olympus. Youngblood into Yoli. Yoeli goes up, lost the handle, but gets the bucket. So we will not add that to his dunk total, but it's now a 17-point lead for Bingham. Dowdle. Now Lindsay. Lindsay going on Avea, and we got a foul on Avea. That is the third team foul on the Miners. We'll inbound along the baseline. Keller to trigger. Into Lindsay. Wide open three. Leaves it well short. Keller out of bounds on the rebound. Back down the floor we go with Bingham. 6:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. Bingham has been in control of this game from the very beginning. Avea dropping inside Yoli Childs. Jump hook, no. Rebound to Monson. Down the floor with Nate Fox. Give it up to Monson. Monson, nice find inside to Keller. Lost the handle, though. Picked up by Parker. .540 remaining in the fourth. Parker into Monson. Thought he'd get a call, didn't. And the loose ball taken by Isaac Monson. On the push now with Fox. Lindsay drives the baseline. Gets Avea off his feet to Dowdle in the corner. Off the mark and rebound to Avea. Lindsay wanted a over the back call. Quickly down the floor. And we've got a carry. Thought that was forced by Keller's defense. Keller got his foot in the way. Five minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Trailing by 17. Here's Olympus. Wagstaff up top to Monson. Monson hanging on outside to Miles Keller. Keller on the drive, gets inside. Parker takes a bump, gets the bucket. He'll go to the line. Oh, Keller misses the +1 opportunity. 53-38. 4:40 remaining in the fourth quarter. They'll take a furious comeback, and that's a start on the defensive end for Olympus to get this one to be interesting. But Bingham has this guy right here, Yoli Childs. Finishes and one. Yoli Childs. And it's now a 17-point lead for Bingham. And it's 56-38 for the Miners after Childs knocks down the free throw. Monson working on Yoli. Hands back. Dowdle for three. And Dowdle again. 15-point game, 56-41. Olympus has the most unassuming basketball players year in and year out. And Dowdle adds to the list. Just a young team that just came out and they had a bunch of guys that shot threes, and they had Crosby Styles with was a 4 or 5 that would really be a 3 on anybody else's team that just hit junction jumpers all afternoon. Of course, Bingham celebrating a 10-year anniversary of their 2005-2006 state championship. A block by Yoli Childs. On the push of Avea. Give it up to Yoeli. Yoeli knows what to do with it. Reaches back and throws it down. And it's a 17-point lead, 58-41. Down the lane, and it's Fox. And back to a 15-point game. Again, trying to find Yoli Childs, so went off of Monson. Into Avea. Bingham's bench is about ready to explode. Coach Schroeder, we can hear the slap up here. Dowdle for three, and that makes it hurt. Don't get the call on one end, give up a three on the other, and the closest game has been in a long time. Fox with a steal, Wagstaff with the layup. And just like that, it is a 10-point game. 58-48, 3:01 remaining in the fourth quarter, and the Olympus Titans on the push. Been 20, been steadily around 17 to the last couple of seconds. 58-48 up the floor we go with Youngblood. Those of you just checking in, Yoli Childs having himself a night, has 6 dunks on the night. That ball through the hands of Oloko Tui. And we'll go back to Olympus with a chance to make this a single-digit game. It has not been single digits for a long time. It was 11-1 start for Bingham. And then he got a foul away from the ball, I believe on Nate Fox. 2:41 remaining in the fourth. That is the 8th team foul on Olympus. And now he got a foul on Nate Fox. That is his second. It'll be 1-on-1 free throws for Dalen Youngblood. And he hit the first, missed the second, tipped out and grabbed by Dowdle. 11-point game. Give it up, Miles Keller. Keller hanging on. Now Wagstaff pulls for three. Wagstaff from way downtown. And it's for the first time in a long time. 59-51. The first time since it was 9-1, I believe, in the first quarter. 2:10 remaining in the fourth. Parker working on Wagstaff. Whistles are going to be tight down the stretch, and he got a 5-second closely guarded, and Coach Schroeder was about to lose his mind. His coach saved him from a technical foul. 2 minutes remaining. Keller hands back to Nate Fox. Fox wanting to cross. Give it up to Keller in the corner. Into Monson. Monson fouled by Lokotui. It'll be 2 free throws for Isaac Monson. Somehow we got to a 6-point game, but here we are, 59-53 with 1:50 remaining in the fourth. The winner goes on to play Skyview. Youngblood. Youngblood down the lane to the rack and finishes. 61-53. Down the floor, here's Nate Fox. Outside to Dowdle. Dowdle now to Miles Keller. Monson down the lane, Monson to the hole, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. 1:05 remaining in the fourth quarter, 61-55. Parker triggers into Youngblood. The trap comes, he gets out of it. Ahead Avea. Avea get up to Childs off his hands, and we'll go back to Olympus. A little bit of poetic justice. That looked like a travel on Avea. But either way, turnover. Down the floor we go with Olympus. Keller for 3. And Childs with the board. Missed opportunity for Olympus. Avea give it up inside. Shoemaker lays it up and in. 63-55. Keller again for 3. And Keller fouled on the shot by Youngblood. It'll be 3 free throws for Miles Keller. Keller hit the first 2. Hits all 3. 5-point game, 63-58. Shoemaker gets it into Childs. And a foul on Isaac Monson. 32 seconds remaining in a 7-point ball game. Olympus trailed by as many as 20, consistently down by 17. Got this down to 5 at one point. Monson hands back to Fox. And a ball picked off. Nice defense by Youngblood. Oh, the loose ball picked up by Keller. Back in the corner, Nate Fox for 3. And Yoli Childs comes away with the board. The run out, here's Shoemaker. And he lays it up and in, and that'll do it. That'll put in the dagger. 9-point lead for Bingham. Led all night long. Monson's 3 off the mark. And our final score, the Bingham Miners 67, the Olympus Titans 58. Bingham will move on and play Skyview tomorrow night at 8:15. You'll see that right here on highschoolrewind.com. A nice win. Yoli Childs had 29 points, had himself a day. We'll step aside. We come back. We'll have some final thoughts. All right, welcome back in. Again, our final score, 67-58. Bingham getting the big win over Olympus. They led this game from the very beginning, and from the very beginning it was about our High School Rewind player of the game, Yoeli Childs, 29 points on the night. He showed everything, and then probably belabored the point, a 3-pointer. He step back Jay, he had some nice assists, a take down the baseline, did a little bit of everything for Coach Schroeder and the Miners and got the win. A furious comeback from Olympus at the very end. Nice play, Dowdle. He was a young man we didn't see coming, played outstanding for Coach Matt Barnes, and will certainly earn more playing time. But for Coach Schroeder, a nice win for his Bingham Miners. They'll move on and play Skyview in the second round of this tournament, which you'll see right here on highschoolrewind.com. Again, our final score, Bingham Miners 67, the Olympus Titans 58. A nice win for Bingham. For Vince Francis, I'm Dusty Litster. Thanks for joining us and watching High School Rewind's coverage of the Utah Elite Eight basketball tournament right here on highschoolrewind.com.